Let's build some garden beds. Yes, we are going to build affordable garden beds. These 6-foot beds, 6 feet by 3 feet, can cost you just $17 if you use fence pickets. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue to bring more videos like this to you. But let's go ahead and show you how you can build these affordably. Using lumber is very expensive, but if you use fence pickets, which are made from cedar and they do last longer, it can be more affordable. Now these are garden beds that we built last year, and we're using them again this year with our cattle panel as kind of a trellis that we put in place. I'm gonna be building another set of garden beds using pickets just like this. This one's gonna be more custom in size, but it follows the same principle when you build. So come with me, I'll show you how to build it. And this is very basic. I know you can do this. Why not build your own garden beds instead of spending a ton of money buying them? Hi Pika, this is the layout of what we're gonna do. See, these are gonna be much longer. These are gonna be 12 feet by 3 feet. This will be a pathway that we walk in the middle, a path on the side of the fence, and then this will be the second bed. And because we have this curved path, we're gonna kind of build it custom with an angle on this side. I wanna get as much use out of the bed as possible. Of course, don't forget your safety goggles. First things first, picket fences have picket fence ends. We have to trim that part off. Now, when you go to stack your pickets, you're looking at about 11 inches. So that is what we're gonna cut this 2x4 into lengths of 11 inches. Okay, so this is our rough layout. We've stacked the pickets on those 2x4s, put one in the middle for support. This is where we're gonna join it together. Another support, and then one on the end. You are gonna need a drill, and we are using leftover deck screws. These don't have to be super long screws. We have 1 1/4, 1 5/8, very similar, because the thickness of the pickets, you know, it's not very thick. So this is gonna go through to those 2x4s just fine. Let's drill it together. So if you're making your own 6-foot by 3-foot bed from the pickets, this is what you would have. I've doubled it here because I am making an extra long custom bed for a certain place in our yard. You can see all of the 2x4s lined up. They are screwed in on the other side, holding the long sides together. And now we need to do the other end of the rectangle and put this piece together so it forms a perfect bed. Okay, so we have attached all of the sides together now. Just screwed each individual piece together. Your typical bed, again, would be a 6-foot by 3-foot bed, but we made these custom. We made them extra long because we have this space. In fact, I even put in a 45-degree angle, my husband's idea, which was great because we have this kind of pattern angled walkway. And so you can customize these to any size you want. These beds I'm showing you now did wonderful surrounded by mulch. We grew tomatoes in here last year, and this year we're gonna grow different stuff, but there were no issues surrounding the beds with mulch. In this area, we were overridden by slugs last year, and they came up from the mulch, they destroyed our potatoes. So now I have learned from other people who've recommended putting in rock. Apparently slugs hate gravel. They don't like to go across it. So we are putting in some gravel in between these beds. I'm in the process of doing that now. You can see here in this video that we put down some landscaping fabric. Then the rock goes right on top of it, and it gives it a really clean look. Hopefully this keeps the slugs out. We used about 18 to 20 bags of rock, costing us roughly $100. Little walk path to get in between there as well. We're gonna fill these beds. I always use cardboard on the bottom. Worms love cardboard. Then we layer it with some tree limbs, branches. We go in with a layer of leaves, and then we add soil and our homemade compost. Okay, something you may want to consider when building your grow beds, instead of looking at the tops and just the base wood here, we like to strip down and rip some leftover fence pickets and create a trim. You don't have to, but for a few extra dollars, and if you have a table saw like we do, you can rip these down to about 1 3/4 inches and make this look much more finished. And we just use our brad nailer and our air compressor, and it makes it really simple.